things like that. They're getting valuable minutes right now.
Yeah, especially this, like you said, whenever you got a good lead, Campbell fires a long three but misses off the back of the rim. And now Marion goes in transition after the long rebound and gets an easy 2 points underneath. Looked like Billings come up with those two.
Again, things like that situation, stay engaged. We had two girls from Marion getting back, and we didn't get back on defense.
There's Mackenzie Glass actually there with the make, and Lauren De Leon puts up a three, but there was contact. Coach Timmons not happy, said that's 3 possessions, 3 bad shots. That wasn't the best shot there early in the clock with the lead.
No.
52-31, and Marion facing the pressure here. This Bearcat defense, they're not going to let up. As foul getting up to the rim, that was Jennings who initiated the contact there against Harrington. That's her second foul of the afternoon. But like you said, the more minutes these players can get, especially in conference play, because you never know, you might be playing Marion again in the tournament at some point.
It's going to make you better. It's going to make you better. And I'll be honest with you, you're young and you get beat by a team. It makes you hungry that you want to play them again and beat them.
Free throw rattles home, 52-33 now the score. Sidnor brings it up the floor. She's playing point since Lee is out, but everybody, we're about to have a big squad substitution in just a second as the Cats have 5 getting ready to check in. Get it down on the block. Floater taken from the free throw line by Sidnor, but it looked like it got tipped in the process as she went up for it. Long football pass down the floor. Nobody got back. Layup no good. Got it over the head on the rebound as Glass has scored her 6th point here in this period. Timeout called by Coach Timmons. Everything's kind of slowed down. As you said, you got to watch out here because
well, I said the pace of the game, and you know, sometimes you look up and you're up big, and again, like I was talking about, staying engaged. Like you kind of just take some series off or plays off, and next thing you know, you look up and the 20-point lead is a 15-point lead. You know, the team hits a big three and maybe get an and one or something. Next thing you know, it's a single-digit lead, and then you start looking at, you know, then you start looking at, well, you didn't get the call. You start looking, well, that ball didn't fall for us, and you start panicking a little bit. But at this point, we're fine. I think you talked about it, you know, and you said Coach Timmons yelled, you know, we came down. We have a big lead. We don't have to throw up any shots right now.
You don't have a shot clock to compete with. No. So. Of course, you also don't just want to hold on to it. I mean,
right,
you could.
No. Yeah, you could. I mean, you could.
We'll see what they end up doing here. Again, Cats with the lead, 52-35. The timeout from Coach Timmons, brought to you by State Line Motors on Euclid Avenue in Bristol.
But that was another scenario where we didn't get back on defense.
Yeah, it's about 3 times really within the last probably 50, 60 seconds that we've seen that.
And I don't. It's just times sometimes we just don't be engaged. We kind of stand there watching. The other team is trying to get back, trying to get some points.
Especially Marion kind of in scramble mode at this point. Amaya Lee back out on the floor. It's Lee, Bailey, Lockhart, Owens, and Brianna Owens. Taylor Owens takes a 3 from the top of the key. It's missed, but the rebound.
There's a lot of contact.
A lot of contact underneath. And Owens, Taylor Owens, was trying to put up a shot in the process, but it looks like they call it on the floor. Must have been a little bit before she took the shot. It was still pretty close timing-wise, but they call it on the floor. Baseline inbounds for the Bearcats. Lockhart has it back out. Owens, top of the key from the free throw line, missed short. Lockhart comes down with it, takes a high arcing shot jumper from about 8 feet out and made it. She turned about maybe a 10-foot jumper into probably 13 or 14 by the arc. A big high arc on that shot. Marion with it, corner 3 taken, an air ball, and comes down with it. That's Bailey coming out with it again, and I'd like to see the count for her on rebound. She got the board and kind of fell down there.
Well, there was a little bit of contact inside there.
It looked like her left foot slipped on the floor, too, and they said she stepped out, so to stay with Marion down on this end to our right as they feed it back down into the post to Jennings, who tries to make a little turnaround jumper, missed, but the rebound went to Marion. Billings, or actually Audrey Moss, and she got fouled. Bailey's second foul. Moss will go to the line. 4 team fouls apiece here as we're 5 minutes, 46 seconds to go here in the ball game. First free throw, no good. Yeah, now if you had the same issue in the first half that we had in the second half where fouls were the issue, Marion could possibly, if they were already in the double bonus like they were this time last half, you might be a little bit worried of a comeback because everything's going for shots. But right now, everything seems under control.
And like I said, I felt, and Jennings tried to do it a few times. I felt like she would try to drive in and draw the foul, but she didn't get it in that last quarter.
Yeah, it's not that Marion quit driving it.
No.
They were still aggressive. Amaya Lee, a long three from the top, missed it to the right, but Lockhart got the board, put up a shot, and got fouled underneath as Mackenzie Glass made the contact.
And Coach Tim is talking to her about taking that quick shot.
Yeah, it was an open look, but again, you're up. First free throw from Lockhart, no good as it hit off the back. Too strong on the free throw attempt.
But, Madison Lockhart, she's played well tonight for a freshman. And she's getting some valuable minutes tonight, and hopefully that pay big dividends down the road.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing. Second free throw is a make, 55-35, back to a 20-point lead. Coach Tim is not afraid to get different players involved. He knows he's going to have them, like you said, come playoff time. And really, that goes the same way. You're a football coach. You got to have those guys, don't you? Because you never know when the end of the year comes around.
Got to get them in there. And sometimes you do worry about them in there being young and playing. Again, that's her trying to draw the foul there.
She tried to drive it inside from the left side of the lane, driving left to right. Owens able to get her hand on it and knock it out of bounds. Made some contact. She fell to the floor, Jennings did, but Marion keeps the ball as it went out of bounds off of Owens. Jumper inside, a little fadeaway there from the post. Jennings
I think Taylor's going to try to take it all the way.
Now Owens going right-hand lay in, got a good look and rose above the defender and made it 57-35, Cats leading. Yeah, and this team really is playing with a lot of fire. And like you said, it's on and off sometimes. But, boy, whenever, like at the start of the first, right at opening tip, and then at the start of the second half, it was, they came out and it was 10-0 before Marion even scored.
Well, I believe we got, 16-1 at one point.
57-35, the ball got batted out of bounds. It'll stay with Marion. Yeah, if the team plays like this, but like you said, if they can you're never going to go totally lapseless in a ball game because it's just impossible. No. But if you can limit those. Close defense there. Owens ends up getting the steal, stole it away from Glass. She goes with a left hand and misses short of the rim.
Contact down there, but
there was a foul underneath on Amaya Lee. Actually, not a foul. They said it went out of bounds off of Moss instead of off the Cats. There were a couple of Bearcats down around there. But they'll try to get the inbound here. Owens gets it on the left wing, driving left to right, gets it back out. Long three in the corner, and Amaya Lee knocks it home.
The only bad thing about this, I'm the coach aspect. I want to save some of those points for tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's true. You don't want to be hitting them all, do you? 6 points now for Amaya. There's another turnover. Yeah, it is a turnover, Cam. Bailey looked like might have knocked it, but the ref saw it differently, and we'll go back to the Cats here, 60-35. We're not going to complain about it.
No. I thought we did knock that one out, but I guess not. We'll take it, though.
Tried to get it down on the baseline and ended up going straight out of bounds. So let's see what the Cats can do here. Campbell with it. Again, a big lead for Virginia High. Brianna Owens now with it, driving left to right across the key. Campbell with the spin move right at the free throw line. Dribbles it back out, probing. Now three taken. Left wing, got it. Wow. A lot of movement. We do have a foul underneath. It looks like it's going to go against.
Basket's good. I guess they called it after the basket maybe.
So the shot was good. Lockhart called for the foul. 63-35. Campbell hit another three there. She's at 20 points now. She just passed Taylor Owens, who has 19.
I said it earlier. We got 4 or 5 girls who, if they get hot, we can have about 20 points apiece from them.
Amaya Lee has 6, so she's just below her average. I believe she's averaging a little around there, 6 or 7. As
Almost
Owens
another
nearly
steal
got
there.
a steal. It's right wing three taken, missed long. Lockhart comes down with the board. Campbell gets it on a little inlet pass, and now here come the Cats down the other end as she passes the center line. Brianna Owens, three left wing, and that's a long three. Contact after, but no
call.
Foul called. Of course, at this point, sort of swallowed their whistles. There's a layup missed.
Another
and
rebound
Owens comes down with the board as she dribbles it up past half court. They're going to go transition on this end. Tried to get it underneath a high pass and just missed. Lockhart, I don't think she had gotten set up yet. Had she already been down there, he might have had a better shot at getting that one as Owens will come off. Bailey also. A lot of substitutions now. Harrington out on the floor. So Bailey came off, De Leon came off. So Campbell still out on the floor from that group. This is a young group out here now.
Well, these are valuable minutes for this young group, though.
This is Brianna Owens, Madison Lockhart, Kelsey Harrington, Madison Campbell, and also Jada Campbell.
Looks like they're letting them play a little bit here.
2 minutes, 48 seconds to go in the ballgame. 63-35, Cats with the lead. Jumper taken from the baseline and missed. Rebound goes to Marion, and a foul on Harrington. That'll be her third. Team foul number 6.
Foul number 3, Kelsey Harrington, her third.
Yeah, this is a very young group. We've got one freshman, two sophomores, two freshmen, two sophomores,
and
a junior. Of course, really, this whole team's really young. Yeah. You know, you've just got one senior.
And that's a good thing. Like, you know, you'll have them all back next year, except for Kerrigan. But again,
that's a tough loss.
That's a big loss. We'll have to get somebody to play the post for us.
But you've really got 3 here that can play in the post. So missed on the free throw, but they get the rebound. That's 2 times tonight the Cats haven't been able to box out on a free throw. That might be something Coach Timmons talks about. You know, whenever you get in late game situations, whenever it's real close, you can't be allowing offensive boards. Sidnor back out on the floor. Now she came in for Campbell after the first free throw. Probing a little bit here, just trying to run off some clock. She'll try to get some contact. Foul, and they call a travel before. Just before the shot got off. 63-37, the score. Long pass for Marion as they get it underneath.
Got another turnover there.
Campbell. Madison Campbell with the steal. Sidnor playing point now with the tip there. Gets it out past half court. A little body check and a foul, as they call it on Leffler. Maybe a little bit of frustration there. Thought she might have been able to get a turnover. Ended up fouling Sidnor in the process. Minute 56 to go. Cats 63-37. What are some? I mean, I know this game hasn't went final yet, but it's all but over at this point. What are some takeaways you're getting from this one after, you know, what Coach Sidnor called, or Coach Timmons called, the biggest win and one of the trademark wins of the season against Lebanon, to now turn around and do this to Marion 63-37 so far?
Well, I do think that game might have been a turnaround game for us. Lebanon always plays us tough. They played us tough 2 games last year. They beat us early in the tournament this year. They're a good young team. And I think it gave us confidence. Like I said earlier, we played a tough schedule early, of tough opponents, and we didn't have the record that we wanted to. But you know, Coach Timmons, he was prepared that, you know, hey, we're gonna have a tough schedule, but down the road it's gonna make us better in the long run, and we're about where we want to be right now.
Sidnor was fouled. She made her first free throw. The second one is in as well. 65-37. Bearcats with the lead, and now De Leon will check in. Sidnor will take a seat. Looks like this is the group now that is going to finish the game. De Leon, a junior as well.
But this is real smart. Coach Timmons does a great thing of usually at the end of games, he tries to get that young group in there and get them a few minutes on the court.
Yeah, this is real good. I mean, this is the final really 3 minutes that we've seen the majority be sophomores or freshmen out on the floor. It's Brianna Owens running the ball up as the point guard.
And it's going to pay off in the long run.
Ball got tipped there. It looks like it'll stay with Virginia High as they were trying to pass it down on the post. So, yeah, tomorrow they'll have to go up again.